I'm gonna do some of this. Bogs and hags. Well, there's one viewer, and that's me. So, let's check out my alchemy stuff, because I should be able to... I'm able to make one oil. Enhanced hybrid oil. I will do that, actually. Then, what do I need for superior? I don't have superior. No, I do. I need bison grass and albedo. Albedo, I need, white gall and allspice. And for white gall, I need Orandia. So I need all sorts of stuff. I want to check, because I found out that my character is able to drink significantly more potions than my original one. So I want to actually capitalize on that. Metabolic control. That would be nice. What else we got? I don't know what ability is giving me that toxicity control. Oh, here it is. Enhanced acquired tolerance. Every known level 1, 2, or 3 alchemy formula increases maximum toxicity by 1. And I know a lot of potions and formulae. So that's probably what it is. So I need 7 more points in here, but there's not really much in this branch that I really am interested in too much. It's all kind of mediocre from here on out. When adrenaline points have the maximum critical hit damage against the target enemy type is increased by 20. Yeah, like none of these are really that good. So let's see. I had this one, but it didn't really seem to do anything. So I got rid of it and I didn't acquire it again. Instead of its previous effect, Battle Trance now increases critical chance by 8 per adrenaline point. What was its previous effect? Battle Trance. Blows landed during combat generate adrenaline points. Each adrenaline point increases weapon damage by 10. That's actually, I think, much better than the original. Or I think this is much better than the one. So let's see here. I need one more greater blue mutagen. I'm utilizing one of them, so that's why it doesn't show one. I'm utilizing both of my greater reds currently. But I have 2 lesser greens, 1 lesser blue. I might go farm those real quick. There's a spot that I farm them at, but I can only farm it every so often. I'll have to wait for enemies to respawn. So I'm gonna go back there and see if they respawn, and if they haven't, oh well. It's not really the end of me if they haven't respawned. I'll get more blue mutagens later. There's another spot I farm, but it's on Skellige, and I can't go to Skellige yet, so. But it's up, actually pretty close to here. These fields down here, which this place has a constant supply of rot fiends, and then down here there's two. I'm pretty sure there's a third one somewhere, but I'm not sure where it's at in this area. These are necker nests, and the nests, once you destroy them, they're broken for a while and things won't spawn, but they every so often they'll like pop back up. And it always counts them as destroyed. Oh no, it's not rot fiends, it's devourers that spawn here now. I forgot. Oh, okay, that sucks. When are they going to stop that, please? That's not what I wanted. Wow, could you please not? They chased me for a while. Hey. I'm just doing some farming real quick. Like 2 seconds before I actually start doing any story stuff. And while I do this, I'll explain what story stuff I actually did without you. So, well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to do any farming stuff because people here are already dead. They haven't respawned yet. I'll just go to the other one and make sure. So, the stuff you missed is I did the stuff with Kyra meds, and so we went through the Elven ruins. We fought one of the guys from the Wild Hunts, killed him, and we looked around through the mage's stuff. The mage had to run away, and then when he ran away, we looked through his stuff, found some information that could lead us to Crookback Bog. Apparently Ciri had encountered some witches, or at least one witch, in Crookback Bog, which is directly south of where I'm at currently. It's all this area is Crookback Bog. And, so I went to there previously, couldn't do the thing because I needed to do the thing with Kyra. So I've already went to Crookback Bog, met the orphans there, but there was also a old lady there with the orphans who refuses to talk to Geralt, and we're not really sure why she refuses to talk to Geralt, but we're going to find out why soon. And I know I told you about this before, so maybe you remember, maybe you don't. That was a little while ago, so you might not. But if you do, then you already know what the world is going on over there. Unfortunately, I gotta go back to Torres, and there are a crap ton of rot fiends over there, so I'm going to sneak in there and fast travel out before they can attack me. If they do start to attack me, I have werewolf detox on me. So, okay, I'm good. The werewolf, because I realized that this character had significantly higher potion tolerance than my original one. Like, more than double the tolerance. I can use decons a lot more efficiently and things, so the werewolf one's actually really nice because it's 20 minutes of unlimited stamina outside of combat. Unlimited jumping, sprinting, rolling, the whole shebang, so I can run indefinitely, and it's really nice. So if things actually do start chasing me, I can run away. Anyways, there's a boy, one of the orphans, who mentioned a entity named Johnny, and that Johnny might know something about the ashen-haired girl, Ciri. But we're going to inquire about Johnny, although the boy is in timeout because he said arse and got in trouble. So, and the lady refuses to talk to us and let the children talk to us. So, I'm just gonna take that. All this. Wow, you have some pretty good ores, actually. Hello, Gran.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you
Okay.
anyway. Gran don't like you.
You also might
Johnny's
recognize her
made
from
up.
Gwen, because I know for a fact you have her
And
card.
strangers
I've seen you
steal
play
kids.
it. Where can I find this Johnny?
Just tell me where I can find Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
Okay, we're gonna ask the children. Yo, kids, I need
Why
help.
don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Okay, well,
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
fine.
You hide. But if I find you, you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks
Playing hide and
he'll
seek
find
with the most
easy.
legendary
Means
tracker in
he's
this
never hid from the
in this
black
world.
ones. No looking, and you have to count out loud. All your fingers, toes too.
1,
Thankfully, they don't make you sit
18,
through
19.
the entirety of
20.
Geralt counting. Although it would be pretty funny
Ready or
if they
not,
did.
Here I come.
Man, one of those kids was just hiding at 20. He's lame. What a loser. Okay. Thankfully, kids are stupid. And Geralt can track them pretty easily. Because he tracks monsters for a living, so tracking some kids should be easy. Hello.
There you are.
How'd you find me?
Magic. It's not like you were very far away. You're like 10 steps in one direction. So one kid went all the way around the building. Oh, okay.
See you. Come out.
I feel like Siri tried to play hide and seek with a girl once or something. And that must have not turned out very well. I know one of them is behind the hut or something. I don't like the sounds coming from over there. I don't really know what they are, but... I also can't... These footprints are going this way. It's hard to tell which way these footprints are going because they're really small. Oh, I walked right past
There
you.
you are.
Who's there? I'm supposed to wait.
Thanks for raising your end, that's fine. I'm just playing hide and seek. As long as you heard my explanation of things, you're fine. And if not, I can tell them again, I don't really care. I'm playing hide and seek, though, with these kids.
Found you. You're the last one.
Bet you cheated. Come to the cottage. I gotta tell the others I won.
I mean, define cheating, because I was using my Witcher senses, but I wouldn't really call that
Found you
cheating.
all. Now you gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we?
Well, at least the kids are true to their word.
Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran!
Oof.
Come!
This is a perception level 0, because Geralt is not hiding at all.
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy.
Where is Johnny? Also, that's a better question. Where are your parents? I know this is called the Orphans of Cookback Bog. This is a really weird place to have an orphanage in the middle of a swamp infested by drowners and hags.
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad. Some starved. Others were killed.
So they all are
Mine.
dead.
One day, we went out at dawn to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then. When I was coming home, I heard the yells. Then, laughing. Went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled. And the soldiers laughed.
Nilfgaardians.
Lay my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum.
It's all right. That's enough.
The Nilfgaardians are just like the Backyardians, except not a kid's show and kind of like medieval Nazis. So not like the
I just wanna
Backyardians
talk to
whatsoever,
Johnny.
actually.
He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be by
With my
his grandma
Backyardigans
listening to his
reference.
songs. When we was picking mushrooms.
The only thing I remember
Johnny
the only
said
thing I
saw
real
glowing
like
ashen hair in the
that
swamp.
made me
Where can I
remember that
find
the
Johnny?
Backyardians even
Inside
existed is if I
meadow,
shoved the
on the edge of the
Backyardians
swamp.
like
This strange tree
DVD at the
glowed
library. I completely
Look
forgot they
around.
existed until I
You'll
saw
see
that
him.
DVD at the library, and I'm like, oh, I
Thank
know
you.
these things. I know these animals, these people. Okay. We're looking for Johnny. Johnny, by the way, I've been looking through a bunch of Gwent cards and just looking at references to the Witcher game. Johnny, in fact, has his own card. It's not, from what I remember, it isn't a very good card, but it is a card. And again, a lot of characters in Gwent have a card that are kind of meh. Although I gotta say, my Roach card is it's pretty good with my Nilfgaardian deck, because my Roach's ability is that he spawns whenever you play a gold card. My not my Nilfgaardian deck, my Northern Realms deck. My Northern Realms deck has like
Show me.
it is currently 7. It did have 8, but I removed one of them. It had 7 golden cards, so it was like it is very likely that I was spawning Roach. I haven't played Gwent at all today. I might get on a little later and transmute those cards I wanted to before the price goes up. I think I might transmute my Siri cards, specifically because it'll be my Siri card that will actually, the price of transmuting it will go up, I believe.
Johnny's been through here.
Because I'm pretty sure it's a legendary. Maybe it's only an epic. If it's only an epic, then the price will actually go down on it, I think. I'll have to look. So I got some tiny footprints for Johnny. Lots of skulls. Cow skulls, moose skulls. Also, right now, Aerodonite is looking real spicy. I was grinding Aerodonite out also. It is currently at 106 damage increase to a maximum of 110, so I almost have it maxed out for my level, because it increases, the max that you can increase it by is 10 per level, so as soon as I hit level 58, the max will be 120. So Aerodonite's really spicy. It's the only thing from my original games that's actually like useful in my new game.
Wonder what's inside.
Oh, okay, just simple as coal, Johnny has been Thought I had to do something.
Johnny?
Look at this lad. He's low-key kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
Don't be afraid. You're a bucka? A luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair.
You only meet 2 in the game. This is one of them.
Tell me everything.
The other one's in
Start.
Novigrad.
Where did Why not?
He can't talk.
What's wrong?
Why would I
Can't
bother asking him questions if he can't talk?
talk? Why? Lost your voice? Can I
Tough.
help you somehow? Want me
Okay.
to follow you?
Actually, I was just
No
wandering
choice, I
around at the
guess.
bog doing a contract and just grounding out on some drowners. And I actually stumbled upon the place where Johnny's leading me already, so there's some harpies that guard the place that he's taking me, but I've already killed them, and I don't know if they're going to respawn, but if they will, it's not really a big deal, because harpies are easy to kill.
Damn it.
So are drowners, actually. Ow. So I've gotten to the point where I kill things really fast, but they kill me equally fast. So it's just kind of like... It's like I kill things fast, but they kill me fast, so in turn, it's kind of balances out, you know?
Stay close to me.
Godlings are kind of defenseless. They don't really, like, have many abilities. At least offensive abilities. They're actually relics. I'll read their bestiary entry because it's pretty interesting. Guess that was my first water hag I encountered. Interesting. Which the water hags in this game are really gross. Like, put some clothes on. Because they have human anatomy and all of them are female. And here's godlings. So godlings are woodland creatures dwelling in burrows and moss-covered hollow stumps on the outskirts of human settlements. They're similar to children in behavior and appearance, and like children delight in mischief. They're deeply rooted in their home territory and perform acts of care and guardianship to those dwelling near their burrows. They watch over people as well as animals, but shy creatures by nature. They do so while remaining unseen. Godlings are drawn to joy and innocence, and so delight in the company of children and usually only show themselves to the young. These hardworking and clever creatures gladly perform small services to those in their care, asking only for respect and payment in the form of food or cast-off tools in return. They're easily offended by churlish, ungrateful, or simply rude behavior. Godlings also treasure their peace and quiet. When the village godling watches over humans, and when the village a godling watches over becomes too populous or its inhabitants forget the old ways, it will abandon its burrows for good and walk off to destinations unknown. So because the world is becoming more populated, like not so much around here, but definitely more in Novigrad and Soissons and even in Skellige more, the world is getting significantly more populated. Like, look at all these houses. It's a lot less free land. The godlings are, and especially in Vizima, because Vizima down here has multiple big cities, and they don't believe in any of the old gods. they think that magic, or they believe in magic because magic is real in this universe, but they don't believe in any of the old gods like Velen and even some Novigrad people do. So all the godlings in Vizima have left. All the in Tucson have left because Tucson's become too populous, and especially in Novigrad, it's become extremely populous. So if there were any godlings there, they've probably long gone. But this one's only staying around here because it's a bog and not really. There's only a handful of people that live here, and it's the orphans and Gran. I just thought that was an interesting concept.
This the place?
The godlings.
Let me look around.
Yep, I already killed the harps up there.
On the ledge. Something that. Guess I gotta make this climb.
Already did, actually. I passed through here before. Because specifically, I remember this jump right here. Yeah, the harpy's already dead. Sweet. Hey, there's Roach from when I was here earlier. I forgot. I forgot I was trying to. The only reason I was up here is because I was trying to collect my bounty from a contract. I was riding Roach down this way, but he missed the jump, fell down there, and I just got off him and ran the rest of the way. Okay, that's nice. Oh, Roach. I love you sometimes.
Here.
Pop. It's an aerial level magic right here.
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the Pontar.
You're good there.
I'm celebrating.
My favourite words! Life without savouring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth.
You know, I don't like either of those things, actually. The snails thing and the other thing that you said.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favours?
Yes, actually, that's what witchers do. So what did you do to lose your voice?
How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
I don't actually know what one of those are.
So it must be the crone's doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the crones. They don't help no one.
So we don't actually know who the crones are yet. There's our first mention of them from here, Johnny. How do you bottle someone's
How do you
voice?
lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a
Kill will probably
roar
use it
of
on
thunder.
Yennefer or something
And
like
let's be
that.
honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels
Or
of water.
Lambert.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank, or just to be mean.
Actually, you'd probably use it on Lambert first, but I would personally probably use it on Yennefer first, although Lambert does get annoying sometimes. Or he would use it on Dandelion. I think Geralt would probably use it on Dandelion, actually. What's a bard with a little voice?
I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious.
Well, everyone has their rituals, I
Suddenly,
suppose.
bang! So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired, just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's hut. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
We didn't yell nothing if you didn't have a voice. Yelling, you know, kind of requires the act of having a voice. Also, in Johnny's premium animation for his card, it is him, like, standing outside his burrow, and Siri jumps, in the background, jumps out from the background, and then, teleports away. Which is a nice nod to that line. So, towards the village,
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
A word once spoken. That's why I was over here. I was over here because I had to repair these, this plastic statue. Oh, that's another reason. No, this isn't a statue I had to repair. Never mind. There's statues I had to repair, but that's not one of them. It looks like it, though. Because I thought I was over here for another reason, but maybe it was just that first reason. Because I thought this direction beforehand, and I was like, well, screw it, I'm already out here, might as well do this contract. More drowners.
Watch out!
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's got enhanced hybrid oil, too. I think that the entire game I had no hybrid oil. So one person said that they thought that Aerodynite was ruining their new game experience because they thought that it was too powerful. But I actually would propose a different suggestion, and that would be that in New Game Plus, you have access to all of your old equipment, including oils. So you have, assuming you had at least enhanced oil at the end of the game, like I had mostly enhanced, but I did have some superior. Assuming you had some enhanced, whoops, I just drank some water. But mostly in, if you had some superior, but mostly enhanced like I did, and you're going into a New Game Plus, you're going into a new game with all that oil, when you start off with no oil at the beginning of the game. And oil increases damage done to enemies, and I'm going to presume that you're using oils, because it's one of the main mechanics of the game. And so the reason that this person might actually be experiencing the game easier might not only be because of the Aerodynite, but also because of the oils. I think it actually primarily would be the oils, because the oils increase damage outcome more than Aerodynite would. Like, having a good steel sword or having a good silver sword would help, but having a good oil helps just as much. So if you are going into a new game with superior oil, you're doing 50% more damage no matter what silver sword you're using.
Clear, not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her.
And your singing is also pretty terrifying, not gonna lie.
Little Johnny softly gazed at fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, listen, I'm a tale.
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it.
I can tell. I know the feeling.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
What's about the crones?
Can you take me to the crones?
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, it is not allowed.
Okay.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Jenny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester
Not gonna
me
lie,
day
I
and night,
cannot
even
remember.
during potty time. His lass is missing.
Cannot
That's the
remember
latest
if I'm
I'll
going
find
to
her.
show the
Well,
crones.
Since you put it that way, Johnny.
Although
God help
the
you.
crones just pure
Come with
paintings, so they should be fine. I can show paintings. The crones then actually are in real form, and not gonna lie, I don't think I can show that actually. Like, I'm gonna have to do the last quest for Kyra
Johnny's
Mitz
a
off stream.
good
I'll show the
lad.
first two
Though
quests,
the
because the first two
ladies
quests are
don't
actually
like
really
him.
interesting, but the last one I have to show,
Foul
I have to play
creature,
by
they say.
myself.
Don't like him.
Oh no, this is fine, okay.
Who are the
I
women
thought
in
this
the
was gonna be a lot
tapestry?
more, showy. The last quest I have to play by myself, because it is very graphic. I'll just say that.
It is lovely, with power o'er all. Beseech I thee, answer my call.
What do you mean you can't
Before
show
you
it?
are worm
Yeah.
trolls, wretched and
You get it now,
small.
you get it. The same thing with once I get to Skellige. I'm gonna have to do some stuff in Skellige off stream, because when you get to Skellige you meet Yennefer, and there's a scene with Yennefer, including a unicorn, which you might understand that if you remember the beginning of the game. I wanted to talk to you,
I'm
Crones.
looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
So the Crones are sort of like, Fate from, I think it's Greek mythology? Greek or Roman mythology, one of the two. The three ladies, Fate. Except that they don't share one eye, and they don't exactly have the same abilities, but it's the same kind of dynamic where it's three females
It's
who have
clear you met
power
her.
over a lot of
Tell
stuff.
me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best.
And they're also very
Tell
impatient.
me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon this white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother.
Except, the crones are more like witches, almost, but not really. It's weird. It's like if Fate were witches, instead of, you know, being Fate.
Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task.
So,
And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
yeah. This is where they get kind of witch-like.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
So obviously those aren't the crones, that's just a painting of them.
Completed the task.
These are actually the only, legitimate, like, witches that you
Oh, mistress,
meet
right.
in the game.
On my way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger.
A lot of people call the sorceresses witches, but they're not really that, and they're also like the cunning woman, like Kyra is pretending to be.
Ladies
But
told me
that's
to
not
give
even
it to
really
you.
a witch. It's more of a an herbalist with some magical capabilities. Like the crones are legitimate witches.
Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear, stone shear, stone nose, stone ears.
That's a little weird, actually. So, I'm not sure if you're starting to piece these things together. If you are, you can tell me, because if you are starting to piece them together, I would love to explain some stuff, but if you aren't, I don't want to spoil it. So, I won't spoil it if you aren't piecing it together yet. But pretty much what we have to do is there's a dark power around here, and there's a guy over in this town, which I actually could have just fast traveled to the town, but screw it, because I've been there already for the contract. Bandits. Sure, why not? We'll fight some bandits. Bandits. Ooh, that would be in this. Screw your hangman's venom. Y'all are about to get mega screwed. Could you stop like arching there for a second, mate? I know you're an archer and all, but I'm actually gonna go up the archer first because he's annoying me. Yeah, screw you, you're gonna die of poison anyways. Ooh, that was an accident. But it worked out in my favor, so I can't really complain that much. Okay, hard. If I just keep wailing on him with... I would keep wailing on him with fast attacks. He has to drop his shield down eventually. Come on! Drop that shield! Why is this guy's stamina regen so fast? That works. I probably wasted so much sword durability on that. That's probably really stupid on my part. Oh yeah, that wasted more durability than I like to admit. That was kind of dumb. I also have a lot of different types of bolts now, so I'm actually going to use some of these. I'll use some split bolts because they're actually easy to make. Okay. And I mainly kill these guys for swords and armor, because swords and armor sell for much more than any drowner, brain, or hag ton ever will, so it's always a good investment. Hello, old man. So it is, yeah, this guy. Who the hell just said my name and thanked me? Because I have no idea. It's definitely not the guy that I gave the contract, or that paid me for the contract, because that guy was not even. He put the notice up here, but he didn't like. He didn't live here, unless he did live here and he just wasn't here, or some guy just randomly thanked me.
Greetings.
Okay, so there's something bothering the villagers.
Nice village.
Aye.
A real pearl of the swamps.
If you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Probably because the crones, like, take your children.
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
I don't really, well, you know, I technically don't belong to them, but for the simplicity's sake...
So you know who sent me. Good. Easier that way.
Forgive me. I didn't know you came from the ladies of the wood.
It's all good, mate.
From the time of his cutting, every man is theirs. They be harsh mistresses, but they're fair. Just. Demanding they can be, but then nothing in life comes easy. Who drove off the plaguey airs? Who gave us seeds to plant?
I have to admit, although the crones are witches, they're not entirely evil. I gotta say, like, they do suck major ass.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem.
The war awoke an ancient power, an evil.
Okay, don't really care.
Let's go there.
There's an ancient dark power that we need to get rid of.
But must not.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Yeah, last time I played the game, That is exactly what I did. I treated the evil very light. My head is almost dead, so let me plug that in real quick. Where is my cable? Plug it in. Here it is. 2 seconds. Okay. We're back in business. I'm gonna get a sip of this tea real quick. Big sip. I'll grab my controller. Okay. So I treated this evil very light, like he advised me not to do. And I believe I've erred. I have learned my mistakes because I saw I saw the outcome of what happened when I did treat it lightly, so I might, you know, treat it a little more seriously now. Although the only reason I didn't treat it light last time is because the crones told me not to treat it light, and I really don't like the crones, so I decided to be a rebel. But as much as I don't like the crones, I gotta admit they're kind of right on this one, and you'll see why in a bit. Yeah, you'll see why. I'll explain what happens if you did what I did previously, but I won't show because showing would be bad.
Come no closer.
How about no?
Whence you come.
I do what I want. There's a cave entrance around here somewhere, and that's where I gotta be. What is that? That's a werewolf. What the hell is a werewolf doing out here? Gotta say, I don't remember that guy. Cursed oil. Cursed oil is the only oil I don't have a better version of.
Be gone. Be gone.
It's supposed to be because you don't fight that many werewolves. There's only really one werewolf. No, there's two well, there's only one werewolf you have to fight for the story. That's the wrong ability. There's only one werewolf you actually have to like fight for the story, but all other werewolves are optional. There's a werewolf you fight for a contract. It's more of a side. It's labeled as a side quest, but it's kind of a contract. Why didn't it give you a bestiary entry werewolves beforehand?
Show yourself. I want to talk.
Ooh, place of power.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Okay, this voice is starting to get on my nerves. There's a lot of Andrigo, I think is how you pronounce it, workers around here. They're insectoids, and the most common insectoid. So that'll be real nice.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
I don't know what this voice is that's talking to me, but I'm getting some Edgar Allan Poe vibes from this place. Maybe it's the beating of the heart. The last time I played this section, I was actually in a call with, Michael. So I actually didn't really have my headphones on, and gotta say, it's just as disturbing as I thought it would be.
Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
I don't really know what you are. You're just kind of this pulsating, spiky heart thing that's trapped under a tree. Why was I attacked by a werewolf?
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
I honestly want to look this guy up on the wiki and see if like he's inspired by anything, because I do not. This guy is such a like. This character comes out of the blue, and then there's nothing like him ever again. It's so weird. I honestly don't know who you are.
Who are you?
That doesn't.
Never
That doesn't
druid circle in Velen.
give me.
Eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over us.
So he was a druid? What do you know about the crones? I just want to know more about this character specifically.
They are Velen's curse.
I can tell that, they kind of suck.
All through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human flesh.
Okay, why would they kill a random druid?
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
That makes sense.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly. A labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please.
Okay, so now that I've legitimately listened to this guy's argument, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Should I help this guy? He claims the children are in danger. Should I help this guy? He's currently a mass of pulsating flesh. A druid. So he's an enemy of the crones. I'm an enemy of the crones. He claims the children are in danger. I want to save the children. Problem is, he's a dark evil. I don't know, man. I don't. The last time, okay, like I said, I was playing with Michael last time I went through this, and I don't really I didn't get the full context of everything. So I don't really know, I don't know. I do know what happens to the children, though. And this guy is right that it's not good. Fine, I'll help him.
Deal. I'll help you.
Imprisoned for years. I shall be free again. Break my fetters. Blood is my escape.
Okay.
That you must perform. With the black of raven feathers, the white of my bones, and the swift steed.
I already have raven feathers.
Wild and free, in meadows pasture court, dark as a bottomless well, black as the depths of night. Such a beast, no other.
Why has it got to be like a creepy horse? Why can't it be like a nice bright horse? I gained off the white.
Where'll I find your remains?
My bones, they lie in a solitary mound.
That does not help.
Due west.
That helps, okay. Raven feathers.
Got some raven feathers.
Find my remains.
A wind-born steed.
That changed voices right there, right? I skipped through that dialogue on accident. That's not the same voice. That was like a female.
The beast and I shall be as one. As when I lived, we shall be a gale. Nothing to stop us. A wild steed from meadows moist.
Yo, I don't like that you said moist meadows.
Okay.
That sounds like a place in Fortnite.
Pierce my
Yo,
tweed
boys, we
horn
dropping a
again.
moist meadow. Okay. I do not like this quest. Did I get the glossary thing for him? Is under characters. Let's see. No. You just like we said voice. Yeah, the ghost in the tree. The Whispering Hillock, if the world were not as... Oh lord. This reads like an Edgar Allan Poe book too. If the world were not as it is... Were not as it is, but as it should be, the name would denote a place of hidden nooks and lovers sharing heartfelt lies in hushed voices. Instead, it stood for danger and terror, for a place where wild animals, driven by some mysterious power, where had killed many an inhabitant of Downwarren. Geralt had agreed to investigate the problem and soon discovered the animals were controlled by a spirit entrapped in a tree growing atop the hill. The spirit spoke to him in a woman's voice, and he claimed to have once been a druidess. That did not sound like a woman's voice, but okay. Who had kept watch over Velen Grove until the crones murdered her and imprisoned her ghost in a tree. The crones, the forces of nature she had once served, now protected her from the fiendish sister's further designs. The unfortunate locals had died as collateral damage. For the spirit attests that nature's wrath is unrestrainable and distinguishes not between unwary innocents and unwelcome ill-wishers. The spirit begged Geralt to lift her curse and free her from her torment. In exchange, she promised to rescue the orphans from the swamp clearing, who would otherwise face a cruel death at the hand of the crones. I gotta say, okay, people of Downwarren, obviously worshippers of the crones, so that's not really cool. The orphans are orphans. They're gonna die and be eaten by the crones. So really, do you save the orphans that are gonna be murdered and eaten? Or are you going to save the random townspeople that worship the people that are gonna eat the orphans? This isn't really like a hard decision for me personally. Maybe that's just because I have a soft spot for orphans or something, I don't know.
Stench.
Could you not do that? I don't know, what is your take on it? What is your take on it? Do I save the orphans or the random townspeople? Because I still, even though I agreed to help the druidess, I still have chance to turn back and not commit. So I can, after doing this, I can betray the hearts, actually. What in the world? She did not even do her animation to go underwater. She just died. Like, straight up. Also, I had a 10 charge when I killed that thing. Okay. You know what? Fine. Solitary mound. I don't really see many mounds around here. Not gonna lie. Well, there it is. Wow, that's a real solitary mound you got there. At least the crones were nice enough to give you a grainstone.
Strange bones. Don't seem human to me.
Excuse me? Geralt. Buddy. The bones don't seem human to you, do they? Then what the hell is this druidess? I don't know. I would prefer if the druidess were human, or at least if Geralt could determine what kinds of bones they were and like tell me, then maybe that. But if he doesn't know if they are, then that doesn't help with the case of me not trusting the ghost. Because that means that it's some entity that Geralt doesn't know, and that's scary. Because Geralt knows a lot of entities. And if he doesn't know it, it means it's probably really dangerous. But okay. Yeah, okay. This is a horse. We can use Axie. Mount. Ooh, there's a chest here actually. I got diamond dust out of that. Lord, let me get on. There we go. Okay. Yeehaw. This looks like the roach I get later on in the game. You didn't answer my one thing. I asked for your input and you didn't say anything, so I'm assuming you're still down with saving orphans. Unless you're not. Unless you are not down with saving orphans.
Faster.
You still rides it like he's wearing his saddle. Oh lord. Where did Geralt get the bit and everything?
We can start.
Lay wings amidst the feathers. Place all beneath my heart. My heart you must pierce and bring the steed.
So here's the thing: we can trick the being in the tree and destroy it. Say, actually, I'm gonna kill you, which is, you know, we could trick it, or just no, I'm gonna kill you. Actually, or we can start the ritual. So I want your input because I'm gonna let you decide because I already made my decision last time I played the game. So now it's your choice. You decide the fate of the orphans, the town of Downwarren, in this being in the tree. I will wait patiently for your decision and drink some tea while I do so. Tasty. Just help him? Okay. We're gonna start the ritual. Even though I said it was her multiple times, you still said him.
I offer raven feathers.
Are you not? You're not using his preferred pronoun, Brittany. Okay, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to report you to the police. You're gonna get arrested in Canada now.
I shall be flesh once more.
Time to poke it. Poke. That's okay. Slurp, slurp. Oh, come on. Oh, no, that's kind of gross. Yeehaw, horsey. Whoa.
Free the children.
I shall. A word once given must be honored.
A word once given. Black Beauty. Yeah. It's just, yeah, I was gonna say it's like the Shadow Mare from the Dark Brotherhood that you get, which I actually never got that horse in my original playthrough because I killed the Dark Brotherhood, which was a huge mistake. And I actually had to go back and replay it because I'm just kind of stupid. Black Beauty. Is Black Beauty the name of that horse? I thought it was like Shadow Mare or something like that. I don't know. It's been forever since I played Skyrim. Not gonna lie. Is it named Black Beauty? Whoa, why the hell are you people here? You guys should be back at the city. Or back at the town. Oh, it's because they're watching this werewolf I killed. No, it is Shadowmare. And you were... No, it is Shadowmare. And you were thinking that I was bad with Skyrim. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, I thought it was named Shadowmare. What are you talking about? You said, Rip, that's the name, question mark, dude. And you were thinking that I was bad with Skyrim. Oh, you know what? Fine. That's fine, because after I do this and I return to the Crones, I'm gonna jump off anyways.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
Yep. You don't want to know.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
What have you done?
Said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Chop, chop!
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
Chop, chop! Howdy, friend. You cleaned the dagger up nicely. Oh, I thought that they were gonna black out and then return to it whenever his gear was off. No! That's... oh, man.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the
Man,
hell
that's
is
gross.
that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out of your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on. Our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods.
Oh,
nor
shut up.
masters
The internet
watch
connection
over
is
Welland.
good enough.
The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Yeah, I know it's not the first time a man cut off his own ear, but, you know, just because it wasn't the first time doesn't mean I want to watch it, you know? What am I to do, if I had a time machine, one of the first things I would not do is go to Vincent Van Gogh and watch him chop his own ear off, you know? That's not even on, like, my top 10 of things I would look at. New item received, hunting gauntlets. Sweet, so I got something other than an ear. Are the crones gonna appear in a family-friendly form? Yeah, they are. Well, family-friendly, quote-unquote. Howdy, ladies.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
My weapon wasn't ever out, actually?
Then you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
Ear. Tasty. Just got a point. The mighty fine ear you got there, that's not how strings work. You have a lot of ears. Why do you have so many ears?
You disobeyed us once more.
Don't really care, actually.
We are forgiving creatures, but you allowed the children to escape.
Good, actually.
They never wanted to flee. They liked it here. They played.
Your punishment must be harsh. Now silence. We
But
must
it's
speak
here
to
you
the white-haired
wish.
one.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
There it
belongs
is.
to no man.
Actually,
A fruit ripened in her womb.
she seems to belong to you, actually. And I don't really know if you're man or woman or
We helped
even
her.
human.
She agreed to serve.
What do you say,
She
dude?
bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
One looking like they got stung by a wasp on Animal Crossing. Which one? I think all of them look like they got stung by something or another. You used me. How dare
Used
you?
To tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Not free, brave soul.
Talk about
Did
that
you
one.
destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
I freed the spirit trapped in the tree.
Hear that, sisters? Traitor!
Yeah, well, I'm deal with it.
Children, but her.
Do you mean which one?
We made a deal. I was supposed to help the villagers.
I'm pretty sure that one's named Brewis, but I might be wrong about that.
So,
Because they actually do have names.
you chose to outwit.
So, you know, I actually already know what you want the kids for. You're probably gonna eat them. So, what was with the spirit in the tree? I'm actually more curious about that right now.
Whose spirit was trapped in the tree?
That of one who once cheated death.
I'm sure you guys have multiple times too.
You freed an ancient power.
It will rise again. Elsewhere, beyond our reach, blood will flow once more.
What foolish things men sometimes do.
You look different now. Gotta say, you were, you know, still kind of creepy, but you know, at least semi-attractive in the painting.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you desire us?
Gotta say, no. Polymorphism.
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
Are we talking blood or?
To be woven together with you?
You know, I'm gonna say not. Oh.
I'd be your best. And
No,
last.
no. Actually, I'd probably kill you before I allowed you to do
Not
that.
what I came for. Our deal. I did my part.
Hey,
Now you do
I am
yours.
telling them to stop
The
also.
rules given we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand the poor thing.
Okay.
We cared for her as best we could.
You mean cared as in like
She was our
prepared?
daughter.
As in prepared to eat?
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Where is she now?
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word. So tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Oh, yay, more serious stuff. The serious stuff that totally doesn't get on my nerves sometimes. I love playing as Siri. Yay. I'm not gonna lie, the serious stuff would be fun if it, like, was its own game.
We knew someone supposed to life. We let beast infills.
Although I gotta say, I do like Siri's new outfit. It's kinda cool.
Glimpse her likeness. A mirage in a puddle.
She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The same seed that would burst into flame.
Man, Siri, you picked a really bad spot to end up. That was a really poor place to just teleport to.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress.
Tasty. I too would like to drink old blood. Okay, so I don't think we actually play a Siri in this, I think it's just a
Does
cutscene.
she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will.
So the Wild Hunts and the Crones are kind of buddies. At least Imlerith, who is the general of the Wild Hunts, is friends with the Crones.
Lovely. Plump.
They'll take her feet.
For a broth.
Whoa!
I can taste it already.
It's like, no, there's not the feet.
Get on with it.
Siri, protect your feet. Or else you'll end up on wiki feet.
You'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Hi, Elmerith. Where the hell did you come from? Okay. Okay, no, we do play as Siri. Wow. This sucks. I died in 2 hits. Good lord, okay. So when they say escape, they just mean run. There's 2 sections in this game where you play as Siri, and when you play as Siri, you don't actually, like, fight, you just run. Like, you can fight. You can. Period. But you'd be better off just running for your goddamn lives. Especially on hard mode, because you die in 2 shots against higher level, or on certain things from Siri, because Siri has no protective abilities whatsoever. She only is able to dodge. She has short dodge and long dodge. So, pick your poison, I suppose. Geralt has multiple protective abilities. He has counterattacks. He has guard. He has Quen. Like, Siri has teleport. Long teleport. It's kind of annoying, actually. I know she's not super fleshed out because she's not really played that much, but still. If you're gonna have these sections where you play as Siri, like, make them not infuriating, please. That'd be nice. Especially since Siri is Kair Morhi trained and is, like, supposedly one of the strongest beings in this universe. So don't make her suck ass. Don't make her die from 2 shots to a random drowner. That's all I'm saying. Good thing Siri has, like, no limit on how many times she can fucking teleport. That was fun, playing as Siri for approximately 0.2 seconds. Howdy, Elmerith. Wow, he sucks. Sometime later. The end. Siri died. She tripped on a twig. She is dead. Period. Credits roll.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
To be continued.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that.
Such a shame she fled.
I'ma kill you.
You tried to kill her. Can't forgive you for that.
Waste of words.
You're a waste of space.
Our fates are bound true. But now is not the time for that to bear fruit.
Now you shall.
I don't like that you got, like, bees in your eyes. You got, like, maggots. You got, like,
Each time you
bug
see her,
eggs in your
she
eyes,
will be
fish
a
eggs.
mirage.
I don't like that.
And if you find her, the girl will die.
Why do you have extra legs? Not a knight, also. didn't like a single bit of that. Well, there's that. Tryptophobia. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Trypo. I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is. Also, I'm gonna fast travel, and I'm gonna... How long have I been streaming for? Fear of holes? I don't know. I just don't like that she had maggots, like, in her eyes. I just don't like that, you know? Maybe you can say I don't like that, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't think... I would think you'd be hard pressed to find someone who is like, you know what? You know what? I really like that one witch who has, like, eggs in her eyes. I think that is so fucking nice. I think I dare you to find someone who's like that. Also, where in the world is the fast travel marker around here? I know there is one. It's because it's on. Why is it over here? Why is it over here? Lord have mercy. Also, I like leveled up. I think, like, I leveled up. Yeah, what is the maximum for it now? 120, okay. So it was at maximum beforehand, which is why it didn't explode before. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Baron, I found your wife. She may or may not be under the control of some really nice witches. You know, one of the witches has some, like, eggs in her eyes. And I think someone probably likes it, but I don't. Maybe that is just me. Maybe you'd like it. Maybe you'd like it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a personal preference. Just a personal preference. That's all. Lord have mercy. Why is my sword out? Ugh. That's too much. Okay. Technically, I'm done in Velen, I think. Oh, I'm not done in Velen. Technically, I'm done in Velen, but I'm quote-unquote done in Velen, but I'm not actually done in Velen until I complete the Baron side quest. So that's what we're doing here. After this, it's off to Novigrad. I think... Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm just going to, I'm gonna take a hot break. By hot break, I mean I gotta use the restroom real quick. And we're gonna complete Novigrad today. Because we're almost to the end. It's, like, not too far away. Really, it's not. So, I'll be right back. We'll talk to the Baron, and then after we talk to the Baron, there's only one more very short quest we have to do, and then we're completely done with the Velen's side quest. And then I'm going to end the stream, and tomorrow I'm going to do some psychology homework, and I'm probably going to play a lot of this off camera. Because I want to do the Chiromet stuff. The Chiromet stuff is not okay for stream material. At least some of it. It gets kind of spicy, I have to say. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. And I will be glad to tell you, like any responsible citizen, I have washed my hands. And even though I did not leave my house today, I'm doing my part to stop the spread of corona by washing my hands. Baron, old buddy, old pal.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
I know where your wife is. Just saying.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
It's a little harder than that.
Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
Oof.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Never said that. I in fact never said that. My opinion doesn't matter. Although my opinion doesn't matter, yeah, let's just say, well, yes. Personally, I don't think so, but Geralt probably does. He's a little less nuanced in his thinking sometimes.
Actually, that's exactly what I think.
The world might seem black and white to you witches, but for us common folk, it's shades of grey. As is my family's story.
What is your family story?
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. Alright then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
I'm just gonna let them talk for a second. My throat's starting to hurt a little, so I'll let it rest for a second.
Tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Okay. So you're an alcoholic. There's one issue there.
Alright. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later,
So it's two strikes against you, Baron, not being at home and being an
For
alcoholic.
nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole.
There was one strike against Evan and Anna.
One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
So the Baron's a cuck, quite literally.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and
That's another point against you. That's 3-1, currently. So it's looking like 75% of your fault.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit,
Hysteria threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things
You don't really calm
changed.
people down by hitting them most of the time.
The same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her a life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Certainly not. You really deserted each other. Both of you were really bad. I gotta say, you were arguably sometimes worse that you murdered somebody, but she did try to murder you. So yeah, you kind of deserved each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
She made a pact with the crones. I'll tell them that she's with the crones first.
Your wife is with the crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folk speak of them, but thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
She made a pact with them.
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
Like
She was
a
with child,
warlock.
a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What
God
do you
damn.
mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
So it wasn't just the Baron. It was partially the Baron, partially the crones why she
We
miscarried.
must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Do what you want. I'm not really
Do
helping
what
you.
will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the crones, just plain stupid.
What would you have me do? Sit on my ass and wait for her return? I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business.
We had a deal.
We have
The word once
Oh.
given.
I wonder if me choosing that dialogue option
Now, what
actually
did I
won't let me help
lost?
them.
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Because I actually do want to help them.
Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Another series segment, my favorite. Thankfully, we don't have to do any series segments in Novigrad. No, you have to do one series segment in Novigrad, I lied.
It landed.
And it's
right
the most
in front
annoying
of
one,
us.
actually.
I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Chop, chop. So I looked it up because I thought basilisks were, I thought basilisks were giant lizards. Multi-legged lizards. And apparently they are, but basilisks were also depicted as, lizards a hybrid of lizard and chicken, which I thought was interesting. Which is the take that they went with this version. It's not the original version of the basilisk, but it was one adopted later in Europe, which I think was interesting. Rift Baron, but I'm different.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
What the hell's on the other side of that wall? How do I get up the tower? Why can I have that? So many questions, so little answers. Damn. What a Chad. Why didn't he have to get on top of the tower? He just teleported me there in a cutscene. That's pretty lame. Chop chop. Siri, it's dead. It's already dead. There was no need for that. Okay. That was weird. Why was I in a stable? For like half a second. This is why. These latest cutscenes are not pre-rendered. They're all in the game's engine. Which, for better or worse,
Yes, thank you.
it is what it is.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
We're even.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
Yeah, it won't be warm when the white frost comes. Just
Wraiths pursue me. The wild hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The wild hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Now let's bring the wild frost to the most populated city in the goddamn continent. Well, not the continent, but in the country, certainly. Certainly the country.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Nova.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you want.
Spit it out.
This is where he's gonna ask me to help.
Get Anna. Free her. Bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not.
She's
heard
not.
me. Any
Actually.
journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri.
AIDS. He's gonna give me AIDS. Get her. Watch.
Very generous.
Watch your ass. You convinced me.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men.
Fine. Sounds good.
Hello.
There you are.
That's neat.
Sorry, we was never
What the hell was that?
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Doesn't look like a monster. He looks like a malformed
Doesn't
man.
look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Okay.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk they were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige.
Hey, I know that guy.
Play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he
I know that guy. We're gonna meet him later.
Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Cool.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No.
He doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter.
Okay.
And prove a good father to her.
I'll try. But we're going down to Downwarren. And it's past 12, but you know what? We're doing this real quick. Under safe contact, I already have one of those. Okay. I'm gonna do this quick since it's really late already. And I actually don't even know if you're asleep or if you're awake. Cannot tell.
Could use some air of the hound. Got any vodka? I bet you.
Turn to Quebec Bog.
You white one. Look like you got sound.
This shouldn't take too long.
Not looking good, I tell you.
If you're still awake, tell me, because if you don't say anything, then I'm going to assume you're not awake, and then I'll stop the stream actually. And then I'll pick this up later. Whoops! I don't know who I used that on. Can I just cast that? I can. Doesn't really say who I'm casting it on. I didn't know I could just cast out that target. Since you're not saying anything, I'm assuming you're asleep, in which case I'm going to end the stream. So yeah, I'll pick this up